The fourth season marks a clear turning point for the series. Following the departure of Henry Cavill, the tone, pace, and direction of the series completely changed with the arrival of Liam Hemsworth, who plays Geralt of Rivia. The season begins with a recap montage of previous events, then dives into the individual stories of Geralt, Yennefer of Vengerberg and Ciri, reflecting a desire to expand the world rather than relying solely on the hero's journey. While the visuals and action sequences retain much of what fans of the fantasy drama have come to expect, there's a sense of recalibration as the series looks to take the next step. The good news is that Season 4 has its moments to shine. Hemsworth handles the physical demands of the role with aplomb, and at times his fight choreography and direction seem to have heightened value. Some critics have noted that Yennefer and Ciri's storyline, especially when they stray from Geralt's path, carries more emotional weight than in previous seasons. The story also has ambitions such as higher stakes, larger sets, and larger-scale theater of conflict. For viewers willing to embrace change, this expansion may seem empowering. However, this season also has some major drawbacks. The story is often criticized for its lack of purpose, confusing plot, and unclear or poorly explored motivations. For example, Ciri's story, which was supposed to be the main story, has been described by some critics as a dead-end story that wastes time with little reward. What's more, the public's reaction was far more forgiving than the critics, with Season 4 receiving the lowest ratings of the series on Rotten Tomatoes and extremely poor viewer ratings. One of the most controversial issues is Geralt's redesign. While Hemsworth is talented, many fans feel he lacks the nuance, weight, and dignity that Cavill brought to the role. The series itself builds on this by changing Geralt's role. Instead of being a lone monster hunter, he becomes part of a larger whole, which changes the dynamic significantly. Some fans argue that this dilutes the show's core identity. However, some believe this gives the story an opportunity to expand beyond just Geralt's perspective.